The brand new Cessna Citation CJ4 Gen2 improves the aircraft's ramp presence and its passengers' comfort level during the flight. The new light jet, which was expertly designed and superbly crafted, is the largest offering in its market segment. It combines a spacious and comfortable cabin and is up to date with a generous range, speed, and payload. It is the most advanced single-pilot jet ever created, designed specifically for today's business executives and leisure travelers. Passengers will notice redesigned stairs upon entering the CJ4 Gen2 that feature a lower point of entry, handrail support, and a customizable logo light. The airplane allows for a wide range of configurations. The owners can see features that have never been seen before on board, such as cool view lavatory skylights, handcrafted wood cabinetry, custom carpeting, and more. The new Cessna CJ4 Gen2 is designed to accommodate the requirements of both corporate flight departments and owner-operators. It is positioned at the top of the single-pilot class. This jet has a trusted pedigree and a cabin that has been completely reimagined, making it possible to pursue personal or professional goals while enjoying the journey. Get an up-close look at the Cessna Citation CJ4 Gen2 and see why it is the perfect aircraft for your next flight. Overview and history. The well-known Cessna Citation CJ3 has been stretched out and upgraded to become the Cessna Citation CJ4, which can be traced back to the first Citation jet. The first flight took place in May of 2008, and the first production jet took to the skies exactly 1 year after it was first shown off at the NBA conference in October 2006. After the FAA gave the product the all-clear in March of 2010, the first shipment went out exactly 1 month later. Since the first Cessna CJ4 was delivered to a customer in 2010, more than 300 of these aircraft have been sold to various buyers. The CJ4 with full tanks occupies the space between the more compact CJ3 Plus and the more spacious XLS Plus. The CJ3 Plus can travel almost the same distance as its larger sibling, but it has a smaller passenger capacity and travels at a slower speed. This CJ4 PC-24 and this Phenom 300E are two of the largest jet aircraft currently on the market and are both certified for flight by a single pilot. The CJ4 is the culmination of what Cessna has learned over the past 3 decades regarding comfort, technology, and reliability, and it is the company's flagship aircraft. The Citation Jet M2 CJ Model 525 family of aircraft was first introduced by Cessna in 1989. Both corporate flight departments and owner-operators have expressed a high level of satisfaction with the CJ4, which excels compared to its predecessor in terms of speed range and cabin size, cabin and interior. The Cessna Citation CJ4 has the capacity to carry up to 10 passengers when equipped with the optional sofa. Keep in mind that it is highly unlikely that the operator of the chartered CJ4 vehicle will allow 10 passengers to board the vehicle. 1 passenger must sit in the cockpit, and reputable airlines will always require 2 pilots. When the optional sofa configuration is utilized, the cabin can accommodate either 8 or 9 passengers. A single row of seats that face forward and are located behind the double club seating area is included in both configurations. The seat that faces the primary entrance can change depending on the variation because of the other couch. This single seat has the capability of transforming into a sofa with just 2 seats. A seat belt can be found in the restroom near the back of the aircraft. The length of the interior of the cabin measures 5.28 meters, while the width measures 1.47 meters, and the height measures 1.45 meters. The dimensions are smaller than those of the CJ Primary Forces competitors, the Embraer Phenom 300E and the Pilatus PC-24, both of which feature a completely flat floor. The dimensions are determined by measuring from the ceiling to the bottom of the recessed style. On the flight deck and in the area surrounding the refreshment center, the length advantage of the longer CJ4 is particularly noticeable compared to the shorter CJ3 Plus. The refreshment center has a dedicated ice drawer, a coffee maker, a dispenser for paper cups, a waste bucket, bottled water storage, can storage, and snack storage. It is also possible to slide the 2 seats in the middle along the floor. In the space occupied by the double club seats are 4 collapsible tables, 2 of which have a more slender profile than the other 2. The majority of the seats in the back can be reclined further to create more room in the area reserved for club seats. A Blu-ray media center and 1 Sirius XM radio channel are included in the Collins Venue cabin management and entertainment system installed in the CJ4. In addition, the CJ4 has controls for the environmental system as well as monitors for the forward bulkhead and two side ledges. The entire cabin is lit with LED lights, and each seat has its own set of controls for the cabin management and entertainment systems. Cobham Inmarsat Swift Broadband Satcom and GoGo's air-to-ground technology are available options for in-flight connectivity. Cockpit. The multi-scan hazard detection system and the Rockwell Collins Pro Line 21 avionics are located on the aircraft's flight deck. The fully integrated Pro Line 21 avionics now feature increased user-friendliness and intuitiveness thanks to recent improvements. This package includes 2 control display units and 4 enormous 8x10-inch AM LCD color monitors. Although pilots now have less work to do, the optical layout of the cockpit has stayed the same to accommodate the reduced workload. The CJ4 comes standard with a multi-scan weather radar system made by Rockwell Collins called the RTA 4112. This system allows for improved tracking of the weather. Using this radar technology, pilots can identify weather systems and steer clear of them to reduce the amount of turbulence they experience. Short, medium, and long-range weather detection is made possible thanks to multiple radar scans conducted at predetermined tilt angles. Regardless of the height or distance, the system allows the pilot to view the weather from their perspective. Dual primary flight displays and dual multi-function displays are both parts of the CJ4's roster of standard features. A single flight management system with GPS navigation, an integrated crew alerting system, integrated electronic checklist, dual altitude heading reference systems, XM broadcast graphical weather, multi-scan weather radar, Mark 8 enhanced ground proximity warning system, and TCAS-2 are all included in this aircraft. Among the optional features are a dual flight management system, high-frequency radio with CellCal, flight data recorder, and ACARS data link. If you never want to miss out on any of our videos, then please hit that subscribe button. And now, let's go on with the engine and performance. The CJ4 is driven by a pair of Williams FJ44-48 engines, each with a TBO of 5,000 hours and can produce 3,621 pounds of thrust individually. This combination can propel the aircraft to a maximum cruise speed of 451 knots and up to a maximum cruising altitude of 45,000 feet or 13.7 kilometers while consuming an average of 180 gallons or 681 liters per hour of fuel on an hourly basis. The maximum distance that the CJ4 can travel is 2,500 miles or 4,010 kilometers. The aircraft has a takeoff distance of 3,410 feet or 1,040 meters, a maximum rate of climb of 3,850 feet or 1,175 meters per minute, and a landing distance of 2,940 feet or 900 meters. All while maintaining a maximum payload of 2,220 pounds or 1,010 kilograms. Charter costs. Before options, a brand new Cessna Citation CJ4 can be purchased for a starting price of $10 million. If you are interested in purchasing a pre-owned Jeep CJ4, you should set aside between $5 and $6 million in your budget for a model that is only a few years old. As a result of the aircraft's widespread popularity, we are fortunate to have access to several different models that are currently for sale. Compared to the Phenom 300E, which has an estimated hourly cost of $3,150, the Cessna CJ4, which has an estimated hourly cost of $2,800, is more affordable. Is this jet worth the price? If you've watched our previous videos, which jet do you think is a great competitor to this one? And if you've not watched any of them yet, it's not too late. Just click on this video here to watch inside the $25 million Cessna Citation X Plus, otherwise known as the world's fastest jet.